I, Jennifer Granholm.
That was Jennifer Granholm being sworn in as the United States Secretary of Energy. Granholm was born in Canada but moved to California as a kid. As a proud graduate of UC Berkeley, she previously served as the Attorney General and then Governor of Michigan, and then became a fixture on cable TV. Secretary Granholm celebrated Earth Week here in California this week with a series of appearances. We caught up with her in the Arts District in downtown LA. When you look around a space like this, what do you see?
Oh, hope. I see the future.
We're with U.S. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm at the Los Angeles Cleantech Incubator.
It's all about educating, understanding how it works.
She meets with a series of entrepreneurs creating new green technology. Also here, U.S. Labor Secretary Marty Walsh.
When you think about what's happening in this very spot, you truly are innovators.
What do you see as sort of the state of our planet right now when it comes to climate issues?
You know, one can look at the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which continues to issue these reports that say that we are at code red for humanity.
In the present, the tough reality is sky-high gas prices and struggling poll numbers for President Joe Biden.
People like Joe Biden. They know he's a good man, but their personal reality is defined by what they're seeing at the pump, honestly, so much of it. And 70% of the cost of inflation, that inflation going up, is fuel.
The president now releasing 1 million barrels per day of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
He's doing everything to try to increase supply, which will reduce the cost so that people aren't hurting. But there is no doubt that this war is going to continue to see prices elevate until it is over.
Long-term, Granholm says, electric vehicles are the answer.
The future is clearly electric, but the question is, how do we make sure that electric vehicles are affordable?
The president's proposed Bipartisan Innovation Act would give you $10,000 to $12,000 in subsidies to help you buy an electric car.
Provide tax credits at the dealership to bring down the price of those vehicles, to make them on par, comparable with gas-powered vehicles, so that people will be able to afford them.
Here in LA, there's a goal of zero emissions by 2028. Governor Newsom wants California to only sell electric vehicles by 2035. Is that real?
Yeah, no, it is real. California is on the leading edge of this, clearly, and the whole country looks to what California is doing. Some people don't like what California is doing, but California is really thinking ahead into the future.
Part of the challenge of getting more electric vehicles on the road is having enough charging stations to sustain them. The Biden administration's bipartisan infrastructure bill is investing $7 billion in chargers like this one. Granholm's energy department is also investing in cheaper batteries for cars. This week, she visited the so-called Lithium Valley, Salton Sea, which could end up powering many of the state's vehicles. What's been sort of the biggest surprise or most exciting part of this job?
Such a great question. I love this job. I love my boss. The president is the best boss by far that I have ever had. And I love my team. I feel very privileged to be here now.
Our thanks to Secretary Granholm. By the way, that Bipartisan Innovation Act has passed both the House and the Senate. Both chambers are now negotiating the final specifics on how it will actually work.